everybody, and thanks for joining us today. Today we have a very special guest, Cinzia Ferrero, and she's the Director of Certification at IFPUG. And she's here today to tell us a little bit more about the launch of the new SNAP certification, the Certified SNAP Specialist. And so, Cinzia, we have a few questions that we've been asked from people around the world who have maybe taken this practitioner in the past. Which is comprised of two different modules. And now we're adding a third, the case studies, which makes it now a 3-hour exam. We'd like to start with maybe a simple one to sum it all up. What exactly is SNAP?
SNAP, it is a method for measuring the size of software non-functional user requirements. SNAP defines how to size the non-functional user requirements of the software product, irrespective of the way non-functional user requirements are defined. And that's important. A non-functional requirement is mapped to the four categories and 14 subcategories of this sizing method.
And so we're talking about the software sizing standards. What exactly is measured by SNAP?
SNAP sizes how the software will do something, while function points size what the software will do. SNAP subcategories do not define or describe non-functional user requirements. They classify only how these requirements should be sized.
Okay. And I mean, the main one that most people probably are most familiar with would probably be the IFPUG CFPS, CFPP, so the function point specialist, function point practitioner. What do you think is the main difference between the existing main certification about function points and this one for SNAP CSS CSP, which is the Certified SNAP Specialist or Certified SNAP Practitioner?
CSS CSP is the certification exam on the IFPUG SNAP methodology. The CFPS CFPP is the certification exam on the IFPUG function point methodology. Based on your score in the exam for the given methodology you choose, you can achieve the practitioner or specialist level.
Oh, and so there's different levels. So what is important for the software sizing community to have the specialist levels? Because until now we've had the practitioner level, and it's just been launched in the last couple of days to have the specialist level. So what does this mean to the community?
The CSS certification ensures that a very well qualified person in measuring the non-functional user requirements, just as a CFPS certification ensures the same for the functional user requirements.
All right, and who should take the IFPUG SNAP CSS CSP exam?
SNAP CSS CSP is an important certification for software metrics experts who want to move beyond the functional measurement paradigm as the only driver for estimating software product effort by measuring software non-functional user requirements.
And how can I get access to prepare for the exam in this assessment practices manual?
To download the APM, the manual, enter the dedicated SNAP area on the IFPUG website, log in, access is allowed only by login, and download the version in the language of your choice from those available.
Awesome. And how should I best prepare for the exam with Brightest? I mean, I understand in the practitioner in the past, there was the section of the definitions, which I can find quite easily from reading through the manual. And there's also the implementation, which is more focused on actually doing some of the topics or how I would apply that knowledge. But when I'm adding in something or when I have to now answer case studies, what exactly does that make it more complicated? I don't really know how to prepare since it's new. What would you recommend?
Pass the exam, it is necessary to have an excellent knowledge of the APM, the manual, and in general, our advice is to measure at least 10,000 SNAP points before taking the exam.
Okay, so that means I should actually be implementing it in my daily work for some time before I even attempt the exam. I mean, I could do it sooner, but my chances will be much higher probably if I've done it a little bit in the past with 10,000 SNAP points counting. Okay, that's great. And which languages are available and which are maybe coming soon?
It is possible to take the exam in English. A translation of the CSS exam into Brazilian Portuguese is underway. And an IFPUG working group is also translating the APM into Italian. And soon after its publication, we will work to publish the exam in Italian as well. Our goal is to have the 3 exams available online by the end of summer 2023.
Oh, that's great news. Well, thank you so much. I think we'll definitely have to do some videos with members from the certification committee and our team for the Brazilian Portuguese launch and the Italian launch. So we'll have to stay tuned for those. I'm sure they're coming soon then. And we'll have to see which languages come next. It's great to see whenever we're checking the results of new places that are showing up all the time in the map about where these specialties are becoming a new focus and where they're being required by different, quite often government agencies that are interested in being sure that what the work that's being done is qualified in a certain way, and that IFPUG can hold this quality. So thank you so much for your time, and we wish everyone a great chance to take and pass their exam and become one of the first certified SNAP specialists.
Thank you so much.